Buenas tardes. Good afternoon, y'all, on this Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day thus far. Man, came in from a little long ride today. About to go get some lunch, hit up the coffee shop, got my backpack on, get some work in. I've got some chats lined up this afternoon with some folks, and so I'm looking forward to it. But I just wanted to share, obviously, long ride today, almost 6 hours, and so I had a lot of time to think. I'm listening to this audiobook that was recommended to me by a guy named Brent Evans, who I got to connect with yesterday. By the way, Brent, thanks so much for the recommendation. It's called The Climb, and it's by this guy named Anatoly Bukarev, who's a Russian guy who just has climbed all these mountains, over 8,000 meters in height. And so the book is really interesting. It's really good. If you want to know the name of it, I can send it over to you. And he gets hooked up with this expedition. He had already climbed Mount Everest before, but he gets hooked up with this expedition to go climb Mount Everest. And one of the cool things that stuck out to me in this book that resonated with me personally was the fact that as they're, so man, it's a crazy process. They go up in altitude, but then they come back to their base camp, and then they go up a little bit more, and then they come back to their base camp. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to acclimate those people that are trying to climb Everest just little by little to the increases in altitude, so their lungs can adapt, so their legs can adapt, so they can adapt to the, obviously there's less oxygen at altitude and all of that stuff. But it was interesting as they're kind of, going up some, coming a little bit down, going up some, coming a little bit down. And as they're going through all of that, Anatoly, he said he came to the realization at this point that he had been climbing for a really long time. He had been in the sport of climbing for a long time. And so he had seen the evolution of it. And he said, man, with this group that I've got, there was a lady that was doing internet reporting back to NBC so that people back home could get on a computer and see how the journey up Everest was going and all this kind of stuff. And he said, man, the game has really changed, since I started out. And one of the things he said that he noticed was he felt like some of the folks that were on this trip had paid money to be led up to Mount Everest and to the summit. And they were expecting for Anatoly, who was one of the guides, and then the Sherpas, who were the people that were native to, the Mount Everest region, they were expecting them to basically hold their hand and do everything for them and get them up to the summit. So we threw money at you. They said something like $65,000 to go on one of these expeditions. And so you throw 65 grand at it, and now all of a sudden you've got these Sherpas, you've got Anatoly Bukarev, and it's like, okay, take us up there, and at some point he said he was butting heads with the guy that owned the expedition company, because the guy was like, man, you did a really terrible job on that last, go out where you took the group up a little bit and then y'all came back down to base camp. And Bukarev was like, how did I do a poor job? And the guy was like, you didn't pitch their tents for them. And, he just started basically berating Bukarev for not like holding their hands and pampering them. And so anyhow, Bukarev was like, I don't understand what's going on. You brought me up here for my professionalism. You brought me up here to keep you guys safe. I know the trails. I know what I'm doing. So I'm providing them that. But I'm not here to pitch tents, and I'm not here to, put people's shoes on and stuff like that. I mean, that's just not why I'm here. That's not why I thought you hired me. How does this apply? Like when I heard that, how does this apply to me personally? I'm not your Sherpa. So what I mean by that is I'm providing you guys with content, and I'm more than happy to do it. I hope it's helping you. I hope it's providing value. But can I tell you one of the dangers that I think about as more and more people begin to tune in and more people begin to listen to some of this stuff that I'm giving you? What are you doing with it? What are you doing with what I'm giving you? Are you really on the path to mastery? Are you really committed to it? Are you really beginning to put some of these things in practice? Are you really beginning to live out some of these principles that I'm talking about? Or is this just another a Facebook Live in your feed for today? Is it just another Instagram video that I put up that you can double tap? Are these things really making a difference in your life? The problem, and I'm just going to be flat out honest with you, the problem is there's somebody on the other side of this screen right now holding a phone, or you're in front of a laptop, and there's no real accountability there. You can like this video, and then you can go about your day and nothing has changed. So I'm challenging you. Do something with the content that I'm giving you. It works, but in order for it to work, You've got to take what I'm telling you and you've got to apply it to your circumstances and your situation. And so now, kind of shameless plug, if you want me to be your Sherpa, I can. That's what I do, and that's where I generate revenue, and that's kind of how I get paid. Is some people are like, I want the one-on-one. I want you to speak specifically into my circumstances, my life. Here's what I've got going on. Let me show you. But a lot of the videos and stuff I do, they're very general. They're very generic because they can reach you and resonate with you in some way. If you want to add a little bit more personal of a touch, cool. I'd love to do that with you. I'm not forcing that upon you. If you feel led to do that, contact me. I've already told you how you can get to me through this page, email, whatever. But if not, continue to consume it because I'm going to continue putting it out there for free, but please do something with it. So please, I would love that because I want to see you get better. I want to see you achieve your goals. I want to see you be successful. All right, y'all, I got to wrap it up because I'm out of here. I'm going to get myself a cup of coffee. The second half of Wednesday is coming right up. I hope this has provided some value for you as some of you guys continue to comment. And man, guys, it means so much to me. I mean, I shared a video on Instagram this morning talking about one of the struggles that I've been having lately. And so if you want to go check that out, it'd be cool. But I struggle just like you guys. You guys help me just as much as I'm helping you. So we're a team. Awesome. Love you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your day.